Namaste, I JVN Shamaila Siddiqui, to Faculty of Physiotherapy and Diagnostic. Today, this video, I'll talk about necrosis and its types. So, what is necrosis? Necrosis refers to the spectrum of the morphological changes that follow the cell death and living tissue. So, largely resulting from the progressive derivatives actions of the enzymes on healthy injured cells, and the morphological appearance of the necrosis in the result of denaturations of the intracellular proteins and enzymatic digestions of the cell, and the enzymes are derived from either lysozymes digestions of the dead cells. So, themselves like autolysis and from the lysosomes of the emergent leukocytes heterolysis. So, morphology of the necrotic cells increasing eosinophilia due to the denatured proteins and loss of cytoplasmic RNA and glassy homogeneous appearance. It is also called as loss of glycogen particles and more than appearance of cytoplasm as enzymatic digestions of cytoplasmic organelles. So, phospholipid masses derived from damaged cell membrane, it is called as myelin figures. Calcification, the next part is calcification. Calcifications in fatty acids derived from phospholipids masses electron microscopy findings, and necrotic cells are characterized by the discontinued in plasma and organelle membrane and swollen the mitochondria with large amorphous densities, for example intracytoplasmic myelin figures, and aggregates of the fluffy material and representing the denatured proteins. Next is nuclear changes. Due to the non-specific breakdown of the DNA, three patterns are identified. First is karyolysis. Karyolysis means fading of the basophilia of chromatin due to the enzymatic degradations of the DNA by endonucleases. Second is pycnosis. The pycnosis means nuclear shrinkage and increased basophilia. The last one is karohexis. The karohexis means pycnotic nucleus and undergoes fragmentations. The next type is types of necrosis. Types of necrosis including the first is coagulative necrosis. Second is liquefactive necrosis. Third is caseous necrosis. Fourth is fat necrosis, and last one is fibrinoid necrosis. The first is coagulative necrosis there is a preservation of the basic outlines of the cell and the increasing intracellular acidosis and denatures only structural proteins but also the enzymes and so block the proteolysis of the cell. For example, myocardial infarction, and this is characteristics of hypoxic death of the cells and all tissues but except the brain. So the next is liquefactive necrosis. In liquefactive necrosis characterized by the digestion of the dead cells resulting in transformations of the tissue into a liquid viscous mass, is characteristic of focal bacterial and occasionally fungal infections because microbes stimulate the accumulations of the inflammatory cell, for example hypoxic death in central nervous system. But if the process is initiated by acute inflammation, the material is creamy yellow because of the presence of dead and white cells, and it is also called as pus. The next type of necrosis is gangrenous necrosis. The term is applied to a limb Gangrenous necrosis, the term, is applied to a limb and usually lower leg that has lost its blood supply and has the undergoes coagulation necrosis. Sometimes when bacterial infection is superimposed, but the coagulative necrosis is modified by the liquefactive actions of the bacteria and attracted by leukocytes. It is also called as wet gangrene. So the types of the gangrene: dry gangrene and wet gangrene. So the first is dry gangrene. Dry gangrene means dead necrotized tissue. That necrotized tissue remains uninfected area, but wet gangrene, the necrotic tissue becomes infected. And the third is gas gangrene. Gas gangrene, including the wet gangrene, is infected by one of the gas forming like Clostridia. So gangrene begins in distal parts of the limb due to the ischemia. Causes of the necrosis are arteriosclerosis. Arteriosclerosis of arteries and supplying the limb, but thromboangiitis, obliterations and trauma. So, due to the ischemia, tissues damaging infarction and line of the separation is formed between the necrotic tissue and healthy tissue. So, but at the margins of the necrotic tissue, granulations types develop and including morphology, grossly the affected area is dry, shrinkage and dark in color resembling the muminite food. So the black color is due to release of hemoglobin from the hemolyzed RBCs which were acted the hydrogen disulfide and produced by bacteria. So which results in the formation of black iron sulfide, but in gradually the gangrenous tissue cells and falls from the healthy tissue at the time of separation because of the risk of infection, and it should be surgically separated. Next is wet gangrene. Wet gangrene typically occurs in the organs with venous blockage and both venous and arterial blockage, but the diabetic food, high glucose content in the necrosed tissue favor bacterial growth. Bed sores in bed-ridden patients at the pressure on the sides like sacrum, buttock and heel. Also in organs like bowel. Bowel means intestine due to the hernia and intersusception, lungs, mouth, cervix and vulva. So gas gangrene, it is a wet gangrene infected by one of the gas forming like Clostridia. Gram-positive anaerobic bacteria. Gas forming Clostridia enters the tissue and contaminated wound, and as a complication of operation on colon or intestine, but which normally contains Clostridia, rapidly spread through the tissues and especially in muscles and causes in extensively necrosis and massive edema. So the morphology is grossly the affected part of the area and swelling and accumulations of the gas into tissue, and muscle fibrous undergo coagulative necrosis with the liquefactions at the zone of leukocytic infiltration and edema. The next is caseous necrosis. So caseous necrosis, including distinctive form of coagulative necrosis, most probably encountered in tuberculosis infection, and the term caseous is derived from cheesy like material with gross appearance of area with necrosis, which is a friable and white. So like microscopic appearance, lactic focus collections of the fragmented and lysed cells and amorphous granular debris enclosed within distinctive inflammatory border like granulomatous reaction. Next is fat necrosis. In fat necrosis, term for focal areas of the fat deposition and fat destruction, typically occurring as a result of release of activated pancreatic lipases into the substance of pancreas and peritoneal cavity. But the fatty acids releases combine with calcium and to produce glossy, visible, chalky white areas, and it is also called as fat deposition. And necrosis take the form of shadowy outlines of necrotic fat cells with basophilic calcium deposit surrounded by an inflammatory reactions. Next is fibrinoid necrosis. Fibrinoid necrosis means a species form of necrosis seen in immune reactions involving the blood vessels. Occurs when complexes of the antigen and antibodies are deposited in the wall of arteries. Along with these complexes, fibrin, which have leaked out of the vessels and give bright pink amorphous appearance, and it is also called as fibrinoid. नमस्ते, खुश रहिए.